If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. And if you're looking for code cards, make sure you check out Poton Store. They have automatic email delivery and all the latest Pokemon TCG codes, and you can use Tablemon code for 5% off. If you're from Europe, mealybotsgaming.com is a great option to get your cards from. They have all sorts of sealed products, merchandise, and all the sets available from Pokemon Sun and Moon upwards, including the latest Hidden Fate set. Don't forget to use Tablemon code when checking out to get a further 5% off from your final purchase. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2020. Thanks so much for joining me today. I don't know why I have two Mews in here. That's definitely not right. Kind of like the third switch then. We are going to be playing a little bit of Malamar. This is how I would probably play the deck post LAIC. I feel like decks are definitely holding a bunch of resources, especially tag team supporters like Malolan and stuff, to where Poltergeist would actually be pretty powerful. And we have Megalopony Jigglypuff as a new inclusion as well into the deck to make sure that for only 3 energies we can actually do a bunch of damage. So yeah, new tools for Malamar to play with post Cosmic Eclipse. I do like the combination of the 3 GXs along with the Giratinas, the Blacephalon. I've been thinking about the other Giratina as well, the one that removes the energy, but overall, oh you know what, I want the Mimikyu. Overall, you do suffer a little bit, or rather overall, the Stealthy Hood protects from the other Giratina as well. So you wouldn't be able to remove the energy if they have Stealthy Hood and Weakness card. So it doesn't seem as worth it. Sorry, I'm all over the place. This is the list. 4 Jirachi, 4 for Malamar with the Ditto, Maximum Consistency, and double Giratina to fully set up. We have the triple Viridian Forest, we have Acros, we have Treasures, we have Spell Tags, we have all the good shenanigans. We have Latios to clear vision our way out of the ADP matchup, hopefully. And let's see if we can do well with Malamar, yeah, or if we're gonna rage with it as usual. So Galio Lunala, I'm not a big fan of. Like the 4 energy requirement is a lot, non-traditional tackle, and then 230 damage is underwhelming. For that to be good, you need the previous 4 damage counters from the spell tag, so meh. I'm not super good, super sold on that. What is a Malamar even? Something you get by holding your switch upside down, right? I haven't done that yet. I have yet to evolve the Inkase that I've cut. In Sword and Shield, I am up to like 240 or 250 different Pokemon from the Pokédex, so we're slowly getting there. We are slowly but surely getting there. Okay, so because of Fione, I don't think I'd bench anything. Purely because of Fione. I don't think I'd bench anything here. Purely because of Fione. All right. So my friend deciding if it was worth it to bench something, decided not to bench. So we're up against Guardian, which is usually not a great matchup, right? But maybe maybe Latios can put in work. We'll see. Are you excited for trade coming back? I mean, I'm excited for the trainers, like the thing that searches for basics, the evolution, potion. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I think the Minchino will be good. I think a Michino will be interesting. I think the Michino will definitely be interesting. Okay, so I can't win one card with this. However, I really need this Stellar Wish to be a really good Stellar Wish, please. That's not a good Stellar Wish. I mean, I'm not super pressured right here by my opponent, but I'm also not in a super great spot. This gets me almost turned to attack, right? Which is the dream. I have 2 cards. I'm not gonna get Jesse and James, right? Have the Psychic in the discard pile. I can potentially search for another Psychic if my opponent doesn't play a Stadium. So the Stellar Wish, a supporter, any supporter, and we are happy with that. Yeah, any supporter, and we are happy. Right. Luis, thank you so much. 13 months. That's a lot of months. How are you doing, Luis? Thank you so much for resubscribing with Twitch Prime. Always, always appreciated. Thank you so much for the continued support. Over a year of support. That's insane. Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you so much. It's very, very kind of you. Alright, so with Spell Tag, if my opponent ends up benching another Guardian at some point, the Megalopony might put in some work. I'm not super happy using Viridian Forest to get rid of any of these cards. There we go. Let's go. Okay, I can't use the switch, however, nor the Spell Tag. So maybe I do thin the Spell Tag. No, I'm not going to. Alright, so we got there. We actually got there. Awesome. Alright, so how do I do this? I'm gonna Viridian Forest away a treasure for a Psychic. And then I treasure, right? Or do I treasure... No, I feel like now I treasure the Spell Tag. Because I do want another Malamar next turn. Like a guaranteed Malamar. Yeah, sucks, but not the end of the world. That's for sure. Not the end of the world. Alright, so we got there. We do get the first attack off. My opponent has yet to play anything other than the Cynthia Caitlyn, so no threats of... No threat of... no threat of Malolana, or not immediate, no immediate threat, right? We don't know what's in my opponent's hand, but no immediate threat, which is good. No podrás ir a San Diego, Luis, qué mal, lo lamento mucho. Pero ¿vas a ir a Dallas? ¿A Dallas sí vas a ir? Wow, so my opponent was just holding the Malolana. Understandable. Wow, so he is playing Miss Midgets as well. That's important to note. Doesn't change anything really, but I mean, it's more information, right? More information. Immediately discards the Great Catcher. Gengar Mimikyu is gonna be huge here though. Gengar Mimikyu has the potential to be insane. Gengar Mimikyu has the potential to be insane. Okay, so I get to place damage counters. I'm gonna attack the active. I feel like I just spread them, so let me think. Yeah, I feel like I just spread them. 1 and 3. Because then I'm gonna Distortion Door. Alright, so I need a good Jirachi here. Seguro ahí estaré, Luis. Seguro iré a Dallas y a San Diego. Okay, so... Stellar Wish, Lily. Alright, so... This is solid, right? I definitely don't need Mimikyu, so that will become the Malamar. For sure, that we have guaranteed attack. That way I have a guaranteed attack. Then I'll evolve, then I'll go for the Lily for 6. I could attack with Latios, in fact. Let's go ahead and do this first. Definitely keeping the spell tag. Do I attack with Latios? We have yet to see any sort of Psychic Fairy Charm. I mean, I don't think I mind that. We're definitely gonna discard the Jirachi with my Viridian. That's so nice that that has stocked so far. I do need to use Giratina to be able to attack with Latios. I don't see why I wouldn't attack with Latios. I honestly don't see why I wouldn't. Because yeah, like if they play the Fairy Charm, then that's fine. I just retreat and attack with Giratina. I might not be able to next turn, but we'll see. We shall see. We'll retreat. No need to attach this spell tag. And then we'll go attack Purge. So I guess if this was the plan, like that, this wasn't the plan. But if this was the plan, then I should have just put 4 on the active. Manchas, thank you so much for the extra M&Ms. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much for the 8 M&Ms. Always appreciate it. It is my main food source. So, because they're filled with protein, right, and very rich micronutrients. So, I always have M&Ms. All right. The most important thing is down to Ghost cards. Well, the Great Catcher is not that important because he can't Ghost Catcher. I mean, Great Catcher the Latios, but he's down 1 custom catcher, so he can't go double custom to KO the Latios. So that's big. Being 10 short here is gonna suck, but I definitely, like, my hand didn't allow for me to contemplate using Tack Purge until I drew it off the Lily, so maybe with more foresight I could have predicted that, but oh well, it's fine. So my opponent doesn't even bother using Fairy Song, which I'm okay with. Let's go ahead and do that. I do have Switch. I do need to save this Switch in case my opponent gets the crazy idea to try and stall me out with the Malamar. And then I don't see why not leave the Giratina part up. I mean, I could just knock out with Giratina, right? That also works. I feel like my opponent should have just attacked and transferred all the energy back. That would have been a good call. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I attack here? Yeah, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I take the knockout? Reset Stamp is not going to hurt me, not with double Malamar plus the Inkay. So we should be good. Oh, double custom integrate. That is true. That is very, very true. Double custom catcher, integrate catcher. That's a lot of resources though to deal with one teeny tiny Latios. That is very true though. So there's the Misdreavus. Here's where Faba. That's annoying. Because with the spell tag, I could have placed 3 damage counters and then all my opponent needed was 4 trainers and Gengar Mimikyu would have gotten the knockout. So that would have been pretty big. That would have been immense. Alright. So we get a prize, thank you very much. We'll probably get reset stamped, it's no big deal, like I said. It's really no big deal, because apparently my opponent just doesn't have the Psychic Fairy Charm. Well, just as I said, he plays it. And he's also placed a Wondrous Labyrinth. So now we go into a sort of stalemate. Right, now we go into a sort of stalemate. Where I have Cynthia's and he doesn't. Speaking of, okay, so what's my plan? Do I just try to win with Giratina, or is he's down 1 Malolana and he has nothing to Malolana into. I feel like that might be the play. I have other Cynthias, right? I still have 2 more Cynthias to really go for well, he has the Fairy Charm, so that's fine. Well, no, I should have just grabbed the Mimikyu Gengar. Okay, so no Stadium this turn. No Stadium this turn. No Stadium this turn. It's no big deal, I don't think. Or is it? Hello, Native Brian. Thanks so much for being here. Silly Stadium. It's just committing half of my energy to Latios doesn't seem ideal. I should have just kept the Mimikyu Gengar. What was I even thinking? If I do this, then I definitely want to set up the Inkay. Alright. Could my opponent stall me out though? We have switches. Alright, so neither of us is gonna damage each other, at least for this turn. Still give him a turn, right, to stabilize. To find Malolana. Yep, there's greens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's all my energies. But it did go for double custom. You can only do this once though. Goes after the Giratina, interesting. I am surprised by that. I feel like that was the absolute worst target he could have chosen. I feel like that was the absolute worst target he could have chosen. I don't need to play anything else, right? I don't even want to. I'll show him I have the switch. So he can't stall me out, and then I'll go triple Psychic Recharge. He might have Great Catcher. I mean, can he heal? That's the question. Can he heal? And most lists are just not playing any healing other than Malolana now, so I'm hoping the answer is no. And I'm hoping the answer is no. So 130. Up to 160. I'll place the damage on myself. I have knockout next turn with Giratina. Oh, you know what? If I lose the Giratina here, I mean, I have enough to dig for the stadium. I'm looking at the next, like, 9 to 10 cards. Okay, gears for the greens. Does she have great potions? What does she have? What does he have? Sorry. What does he have? Right here. Tag switch. Oh, I don't have Esper in this, do I? I think I don't have Esper. Tackle and Lusamine. Does my opponent have Guardian, Tackle, etc., etc.? Well, if he does, I'm in trouble. I don't have Esper. Pinches Guardian, tag switch, attach, switch. This guy only does 4 damage counters, so not quite enough. Palpads. So we know he has Lusamine. Why did he grab Lusamine and what? It's saying that he greens for Luzamin L1 tackle. I don't have a way to attack the bench right here. I'm pretty sure. So that's one spell tag down, 3 in the discard pile. So I go in with Latios now, right? And then my opponent concedes, not knowing that I don't have Esper in this. Why do I not have Esper? I should have Esper. I most certainly should have an Esper in this. I wonder I had so much space. Yeah, I don't have Esper. What is my Esper cut? Can't have everything, right? Maybe one spell tag? It seems so bad though. Maybe one Jirachi. Just have to. Most lists have been playing 3. So I think I'd rather cut the Ditto than the Jirachi. I think that's my cut. Not happy about it, but... Alright, so let's play the next game. Yeah, most people just expect Great Catcher. True, and my deck was pretty thin at that stage. So I probably would have been able to find it, or odds were in my favor to find it because I was seeing a lot of cards. Now we're against Mew Mew though, so this will be a good test for the deck. It's just, you're playing so many things now. Playing 3 GXs and the Giratinas and the Mimikyus, maybe instead of Mimikyu actually. Yikes. Triple Com is just silly. With this Acrobike to be the best Acrobike in the history of Acrobikes. Isn't Copycat Mimikyu from Guardians Rising? Why can't you play it? Because it came out as a promo, Luis. It came out as a promo, and the promo version is legal, therefore you can play the Guardians Rising version as well. Okay, so this right here is a mistake. Benching a Pokemon before you play the Church Ball. Nothing forces you to do that, so why would you? I mean, even if you are definitely going to Telechange, like, why? So lost the Resistant, that's good. Lost the Switch, that's good. Lost the Lopunny and the Rainbow Energy. The Lopunny doesn't matter. And then we just get a concession. Not caring whether anything. Great Catcher means that NAKO only needs 2 counters and this Tinaping on it instead of 4. Tinaping and trying with Esper. Yeah, that's true. Great Catcher is definitely a good inclusion in Malamar. Maybe over Esper, sure. Maybe, yeah, maybe Great Catcher is better. It also can potentially help you to discard Psychics at some point. It thins. I would like to go first. So there's merit. There's merit to both, I guess. There is merit to both. Speaking of, right? Speaking of the beautiful Esper. And I mean, you do have bench reach with +1, so maybe Great Catcher is just overall better. Not bad though, like, this could be much worse. Alright, so let's Acro. Definitely keeping the Cynthia. Megalopony could be good. And then I'm not super happy about this, but I feel like I have to get rid of Cynthia. Well, I don't have to, but just do it. And then do I just bench the +1? And Lily? That seems alright. Now this is just ridiculous. Like, I hate it when this happens. You Lily, you play 8 supporters and you Lily into 4 of them. When you still have 40 cards left in your deck. That's just duh. You think Will plus Pokemon Catcher will end up being good, Native Brian? No, I don't think so. Like, Will plus Pokemon Catcher means pretty much like you need both cards, not in the same hand, but why not just play Custom Catcher instead? You know? And there's Great Catcher already in a super heavy tag team meta, so I don't think Will plus Pokemon Catcher will end up being good. Like, it's definitely not better than just playing custom catchers or playing great catcher, in my opinion. Maybe I'll be wrong later, but I really doubt that it's worth it. Okay, so in theory, green Sard, I mean, they do play Malolana. Maybe one copy. They can get it back with Cynthia Caitlyn, though. But yeah, overall, I don't think Will plus Pokemon Catcher will end up being good. Or at least not great. Okay, so my opponent decides to power up this Charizard, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, I can't not power up, right? I'm not happy about it, but sure, let's establish Malamar. I feel like Gengar Mimikyu might be, or will be, insanely good, actually. Gengar Mimikyu will be insanely good against my opponent. Oh, come on. I mean, I can attack. Might as well. Is the justification to attack just like there because I have the switch and the Blacephalon? Maybe. I mean, I like it better than just using Catterday, right? Alright, so Fireworks Bomb. Thank you so much for the follow, Dulce. What do I think of Roxy as a supporter? I feel it's kind of underrated. It's just the requirement. The card. The requirement of discarding 2 Pokemon isn't that great. Like, in order for you to be able to use it consistently, you need a bunch of Pokemon, right? And my opponent just has to switch. They always have it. Actually search for that. Did he search for that last turn? No, there's no way. He didn't even greens for the switch. This is just dumb. This is just stupid. So I'm down 6 supporters. Sure, man. You got this. Good deck. You have a great deck. You have a great deck, man. Alright. So that happened. But yeah, overall, like, needing the Pokemon requirement, I feel like it gets weaker as the game goes on. Or like, what amount of Pokemon are you gonna play to justify the Roxy draw? I don't... It seems hard to justify. Seems hard to justify playing that. I can't believe I just got Jesse and James. Raw. Like, no need to search for it. He didn't even attack with the breaks in Charizard before that. He just had the switch. Anyways. Okay, so Null and Egg healing deck, which Gengar Mimikyu should make short work of. Oh. I mean, they're gonna be super slow, so I don't need a supporter, even though it would be fantastic to get one. Yeah. And the deck's just gonna be like, nah, you don't need one, bro. You don't need one. This might help my opponent a little, but it's fine. Yeah. if we had something like propagation, then that would be really good to advantage. Then I would agree that it's gonna be really good. But before that, oof, it's hard to justify. So I just power up Lopunny. Not attaching feels bad, but there's nothing really good to attach to, right? I mean, I guess the Mimikyu. I'm not gonna be evolving grass Pokemon on the bench. Hello, Mitch Witch. Thank you so much for being here. All's good. How about you? So we see the attachment and we see the surprise attack. Alright. So really unlucky for my opponent. Let's go ahead and do this to thin a little bit. Now I'm regretting this during the Cynthia, but well. Still wish. This doesn't get me an attack, right? So I'll just grab the Cynthia. Now I wish I had benched this guy as well. Then it would be much closer to getting an attack up. Should I just bench it? Sure. I mean, I need the perfect 6 to get a KO here, but yeah. 1 short. No, 2 short. Sure, I'll keep this because I have the Lily. And might as well draw, right? Might as well draw 2 cards. Why not? Filch. Can my opponent top deck out of this? If he can't, then we win. What's the ability? 10 less damage, okay. So we still do enough. We still do enough. Spraying Dull Style for San Diego, that's good. Yeah, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Yep, my opponent just concedes, so not the greatest games today. Not the greatest games being played today. Alright. Right. We get to go first, that's awesome. And not a bad start. We get to look at the next 10 cards, like our top deck, and then 4 more for Acrobatic and 5 more for Stella Wedge, so hopefully we find a supporter there. Or we can just draw it. That also definitely works. And that's a beautiful Acrobatic. Gumi's annoying though. Gumi is certainly annoying. Okay, so we're definitely playing this. We're definitely playing this. We're definitely playing that. And then if I get greedy and forest away the Lily, I mean, this is gonna be... What's the thing? This is BEM? Nah. Yeah, that's really good. Hey Draco, thank you so much for the follow. Alright, I will need an extra energy to KO this guy though. Right? Yeah, I will. Unless, actually, I can power up the Blacephalon. Right? I can power up the Blacephalon and that thing gets the knockout on the Gumi. Is that worth it? I mean, there's 1 Malamar here. I still haven't Stowage. There's 2 Malamars right there. So if I go double Malamar plus attach, then I can't get the knockouts. And I can, so I should. There we go. Okay, so we will have 4 energy on our Giratina next turn. Really busted start for us here. Really busted start here for us. Alright. Well, unless our stadium gets countered. Juicy free matchup. How's Malamar doing? Malamar is doing okay. Most of my opponents have everything all the time. Okay, I have the switch. It doesn't matter. So that Fiona is annoying. Malamar is okay. The Swift 2, thanks so much for being here. How are you doing? Malamar is doing okay so far. A few bricks here and there. We just got Jesse and James from 2 cards down to 0, and then we like immediately conceded. So my opponent was just holding everything in his turn 1. But yeah, overall, when opponents don't do gimmicky things like that, we are doing okay. We are doing okay so far. So do I go? I mean, does it really matter what I do in this match? I just need to keep attacking, right? We have guaranteed double Malamar plus the switch plus, yeah, so now I'm the one that's getting everything. Okay, so let's do this properly. Let's treasure for 1 Mali. Gimmicky indeed. And now let's Pokegum for the other Malamar. This is just an insane start. Like, this is the dream with Malamar. This is absolutely a dream. Our turn 1 was almost a dream. Like, the only thing not making it the dream was that we didn't get a Lily for 8. That was the only difference. And just getting the recycle is icing on the cake. The only thing that would have made this better would have been I should be Stellar Wishing first, and also Radiant Foresting. The only thing that would make this better is benching a 3rd Inkay, which we won't, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm thinking I want my Giratina to go down, so I'll put the damage on myself. That way I can start spreading with the spell tags, right? I'm thinking that's gonna be the case. Like, I don't mind the Giratinas going down, because then I can start spell tagging the dudes. Well, it doesn't matter. Now let's try and build an advantage before we start playing to that. You see, Jesse and James is a legit strategy in this meta. I think more decks should play it. Yeah, like, it's definitely a legit strategy. It's just the circumstance, right? The fact that my opponent had the perfect turn 1 and the perfect turn 2 to pull that off, and that I played myself down to 2 cards with, like, absolutely no information on whether my opponent was playing that or not. Like, that's what was annoying about that Jesse and James. But Jesse and James is definitely a valid and legit strategy in this metagame. Okay, so my opponent decides to use Fiona. Found it again. Super annoying. Am I getting KO'd? If I am, it's no big deal, I don't think. Does my opponent have... Oh, so he goes for the Pokeball. That's okay, I guess. I'm just not gonna bother with Pokeball. I'm gonna bypass it with Blacephalon. What is it with my opponents on these insane starts? What is it with my opponents on these insane starts? Alright, well, my start was insane too. So no items for us. Not the biggest of deals. Not the biggest of deals. I'll reinforce away this for the Psychic. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bench the Blown. I'm not gonna retreat yet. I almost made that mistake. Almost. I'm weak to Dark, not Psychic, so my opponent doesn't even get a KO on me. I'll do this, I get more Psychics in the discard pile, I get to attach this, I get to Psychic recharge again. I'm not gonna bench anything else. I'm not gonna play a supporter even. I'm just gonna Fireworks Bomb onto... like this, that way I can potentially KO either one. We should be fine here. Bench Blown and tag it since we might not be able to later. Well, I can't tag right now, but definitely using Blown is good here. There's no need to keep damaging my own bench Pokemon, and there's no need for me to just blindly attack into Pokeball if I'm not going to take a prize anyways, right? Might as well damage the bench. Plays nicely into spell tags, plays nicely into the Mew. My opponent might not even be able to attack here. He might, but like, if we KO the Pidgeotos, eventually the Vehiems will slow down big time. Right? That's the plan at least. Fiona yet again. Fione yet again. Super annoying with this Fione. My opponent has used it 3 turns in a row. Alright, so I'm fairly sure I just attack here. Do I even need to do anything else? I don't think so. I'm gonna Shadow Impact. Now I'm not gonna knock out myself, right? Down to 1 Pidgeotto with the U-turn board. No thing in play, so I will definitely be able to play item cards next turn. Should be fine. Should be fine. Like, my opponent went out of its way to find the Fione with the Pokegum. I feel like establishing another BEM would have been way, way better. Way, way better. But yeah, attacking into a plan was also what my opponent needed to do, that's for sure. That is for sure. That was a big waste of Fione. I wholeheartedly agree. All right. Okay, so my opponent's also sacrificing the Pidgeotto. Like, my opponent's making some really weird decisions. I'm gonna bench the Jirachi just so I can put damage on it. I'm also gonna not Psychic Recharge onto it, so I have a Retreater. I would love another Malamar, but do I just KO the Ditto? Nah. Never in a million years is that the play, Pablo. I'll just put it on the Jirachi. Midwich, I am going to San Diego Regionals for sure. I am going to San Diego Regionals. I will not be going to Daytona. Daytona is tomorrow. I would not be streaming if I were going to Daytona, but I will be in San Diego. Will you be there? Alright, so there's the Acrobike. BEM. Yeah, so I'll definitely be in San Diego. Are you in Daytona right now, Mitch? Okay, so my opponent does find a Pidgeotto. So then we get 6 damage counters plus 4, that's 10 damage counters. And now it might be worth it to go for the LGM, that way I stop an attack next turn. So we're in a really good spot. I guess the question is, does my opponent find Fione again? Just grinding some PTGO. Yep. Oh, it seems like he whiffed the energy. Yep. Seems like that is the case. I'm just gonna attack. I mean, it's not like that changes the game at all. I'll just put the damage here. Yeah, there's no way we lose this game. Well, sometimes I say that and then we lose. Okay. All right. So there's the Fione. give up on the Jirachi. You can have my Jirachi, friend. Dunsparce User, I like that nickname. Dunsparce User. What are top deck choices right now for San Diego Midwich? Well, the top decks I think right now are Abilities Heart, Mew Mew, Malamar, ADP, maybe Florist All-Stall, but I want to wait until we see what happens this weekend in Daytona before I start finalizing a deck choice or anything. You're gonna be in San Diego as well, Native Ryan? That's awesome. That is really cool. San Diego should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Alright. So we get Mysterious Noise again, and then my opponent will promote the Lily's Pokédoll, which, once again, it doesn't matter to us. I like the... Oh, I can't play the Pokecom, never mind. So do I just attack again? I do, right? Is there something I'm missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't get knocked out next turn, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I get knocked out, or this guy gets knocked out, and then Spell Tag wins me the game. So, super long game, but we've always been like in super control. Okay. Alright, alright. Excadrill is the pick. I have yet to play Excadrill. Okay, so my opponent decides to force the Giratina. I feel like my opponent is using Fion just to use it, but there's like he's not using it with actual reason. Now I just switch, right? And I can finally get that third Inkay down. I'll show you the Mimikyu. Which doesn't really matter. It could have shut off the Oricorio GX, but it's really no big deal. And then we'll go switch. And then we will go Fireworks Bomb 1, 2. Well, I think I just KO'd the Pidgeotto, right? One less Pidgeotto is a good Pidgeotto. Goodbye, Pidgeotto. And then Spell Tag activates, or I just snipe this person, and then I win. And then I win. Like right now, before Daytona, if I had to pick, I would pick Mewtwo, but we'll have to see what happens this weekend. And we get the well played opponent. Copycats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that a well played because something's about to happen where I'm gonna lose? Fione? No. Fione. Audio is off sync with the video? Really? There's a delay? Oh no. That keeps happening. I have no idea why that happens. Like, I'm seeing right now, and I see that it's fine. Is it like a big delay? It just fixed? Huh. That's odd. What is my opponent doing? Just attack me, man. Like, if you already said well played, you've already recognized that you've lost, why do all of that then? Why do all of that? There we go. There we go. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. Super easy matchup, that's for sure. Super easy matchup. And I think with that, we are going to close out the game, the stream rather. That will be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me today. I got a new light for the stream, but I'm not sure it's... Yeah, look, I look green. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I guess I'll see some of you next week in the streams, or maybe even in San Diego. Thank you so much. Have I played with Reshiram deck, Luis? Tommy Boy, thank you so much for the 100 M&Ms. Very kind of you. Luis, I did play Reshiram, like just pure Reshiram, and it wasn't very good. I played earlier with the Nozzle deck, which was actually really fun to use, and I ended up winning with a little bit of luck because I misplayed, but I ended up winning with Reshiram in this deck. And I honestly think this is the only way to play Reshiram that's actually decently viable. That will be all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you in our next video or stream. Bye bye.